everyone. Oh, don't know why it stopped. Hopefully you had a fantastic Sunday. I did not. Sadly, on the way to church today, or before I could even leave to go to church today, found out my tire was flat. So I had to get that fixed, and since all my tires were probably due for a replacement, forked over the money and replaced all the tires. So that was my morning. So that was lots of fun. But it's okay. We're back in Yella and Stanton. We're going to do some more mining. I do have a helix laser. So we should be able to crack some bigger rocks. Let's see, what am I smoking today? The Warfare Garrison Corojo, a Nicaraguan cigar. And we shall be enjoying it again with some Ardbeg. Oh, so good. Some Isla Scotch Ardbeg. I could open up some more bottles, but I kind of want to finish that bottle first. Oh, holy crap, that flame's strong. We're going to start off in the belt, try and get some more iron, maybe some more copper. Would not be against some auratite. Really, just about everything that you can get in the yellow belt, I'm okay with getting. If we can get, again, let's hope, some 800 plus quality. We did get some 900 titanium last time. And I would like to go down to Yella to see about getting some silicon, because 4.9 patch is coming out soon. And with that comes the John Wick suit, and I would like to be able to craft that. Let's see. The focus will be iron, because I do need the majority of that, but we will... There are some interesting things happening in the 4.9 PTU from what I've seen, where you'll be able to scan the rocks much further away just in scan mode. You won't be able to get the details like the quality or anything up here, but it will already be pre-scanned, so once you get to it, it'll quickly show you. Been seeing that pop up quite a bit. Looks pretty nice. More titanium, not bad, not bad. I do have a Focus and a Rieger C3. Nope. And somehow I still have iron on me. That's not going to be good, but okay. I thought I got it all. Piss poor planning leads to poor performance, as the old saying goes. It's alright. It's alright. Mining mode off. You will again keep the to our right. More titanium. I was playing a little bit earlier this week, and I was just doing some bounty hunting, basic stuff, nothing too fun. And I was operating in Crusader because that's like my favorite place to kind of be right now. And I was at a bunker, and this guy came up. I had landed my tack. Nope. And I was just about to, or I was just leaving it on my pulse spike. This guy shows up in his Corsair and he's attacking the bunker's turrets. I'm just watching, just leaving it alone. He sees my ship, obviously, because I'm not that far. And he decides to blow me up. And I was not very happy about that. I revived inside my tack, expecting him to have already landed and camped. Like, I thought he was going to spawn camp me. Nope. That's honestly what I was thinking was going to happen. And never happened. So once I spawned, got into a position to just try and defend myself in case he was going to board. Waited, nothing. It's really weird. And so I went to the controls of my ship, took off, and he had already landed his Corsair at the bunker. I can only assume he was in the bunker. So I may or may not have given him a farewell gift and left him stranded there. Entirely possible. I didn't have a crime stat either. Awkwardly, it didn't give me a chance to give him a crime stat, so I don't know. Aurotite, let's see. Because I need the Aurotite for my armor. It's really hard to go and just focus on one material. It's like almost always you get tempted to check out others. Alright, 7-7. Don't know what that could be, but let's check it out. Not sure how I feel about that one. That cigar is a bit, more titanium, okay. It does pair okay with the scotch, but cigar alone, like, no. Nope. Nope.
Mining mode off.
What's this? What's this? I need to find some like relaxing, like soothing music for these streams where it's not copyright, so I don't have to worry about that bull crap. More titanium. Yellow just has a crap ton of titanium.
Fracturing mode on. Mining mode on.
Booty. Booty. I think it's the asteroid, like all these things, like they're 500, like so I can make like mid-level armor with like the asteroid, that archetype. That's like, why? God, crap, that's bad quality there.
Mining mode off.
Salvage. 2,000 salvage. 3,370. Probably more titanium. That's that aura type. Let's check that out. Get deeper into the asteroids. One thing I do hope that they do with this game is when it comes down to like the large ships and scanning, is have it where, because there are some ships that have like cartography tables, that's what they're called, some kind of scanning room or whatever. Like, I hope that they make it so that you can actually scan items all around, like just through the radar, like not having to actually aim at it with your ship. And like you could like pinpoint it on the scanner on the screen and like, again, maybe not get quality, but you can see what it is. I think that was aura type. Let's see.
Fracturing mode on. Mining mode on.
All right, 868 or 860. That one's a decent one. Oh, this should be interesting with this ship. Oh, you gotta get close as fuck. Or am I just... is not too bad. It is there though, you can see it hopping up like that. Better. Yep. Come on, get in that window. Come on. Come on. There we go. Go.
Warning. Power
Yep.
critical.
I know. I know. Back up just in case. Very good. Very good. All right. Let's keep it down low. This is why I hate the Helix. Look at that optimal window. It is so damn tiny. Probably should not be mining and drinking if I'm being honest. Come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. Oh.
Warning. Power critical.
Yeah.
Warning. Power
Okay.
critical.
I know.
Power critical.
I know.
Warning. Power critical.
That overcharge does not drop very quickly.
Warning.
Yep, there we go again.
Critical. Warning. Power critical.
Once we get far enough. Back up. That's not what I wanted to press.
Fracturing mode on. Mining mode off.
Very good.
Mining mode on.
Very good.
Extraction mode on.
I got skills. No. because I've messed up with getting rid of the ore. I'm going to have to figure out what I'm going to do about the mining situation. I want that ore type. I got to take all these questionable things. Nope. Oh, it only has 1%, which isn't even going to be a full SU, so I'm not going to waste my time on that one.
Fracturing mode on.
These are acceptable. Not that one, I'll tell you that. I'm not sure what this one is. Oh, look at that jump. And that's a base level. Alright.
Warning. Power critical. Warning. Power critical. Warning. Power critical. Warning. Power critical. Under attack.
I know.
Extraction mode on.
I'm good, thank you. Cool. That's a lot of inert material. But it's 800. Can't be big. Can't be a chooser when I'm a beggar. So I'm gonna have to go to a place with a refinery so I can buy more ore pods. I don't know why I pressed that button, but okay. Fuck it, I already started. Oh, it's actually not bad. 4%.
Fracturing mode on.
have to look for a place to go. There's refinery. What's up there? 21,000. Let's go. Oops, wrong button. Copper. Let's see if there's any decent copper nodes here.
Extraction mode on. Fracturing mode on. Mining mode on.
Nope. Ooh. No. We'll hold off for 800. I have a strong enough laser I can crack bigger rocks. We can wait. Was that a 6 or a 7? 6. Don't really want 6. I want 800's really what I'm going for.
Mining mode off.
Let's see what's down here. Ah. Got 4 nodes. Ooh, iron. Tell me we have at least one good iron. That'll make my day.
Fracturing mode on. Mining mode on.
I do wish there was a way to like enrich the quality of material, like an additive that doesn't give it a guaranteed number but increases by 20% or something like that. It has to be super expensive. Like it has to be like to use it for one purchase that can be used for one refinery thing. It's like 1,000,000 or something like that credits. Or it has to be like a super rare thing to find. Because I tell you, trying to find just an 800 plus, heck, trying to find 700 plus in this game is just a nightmare at times. 17, that's 17,200. 6, 7, 3, 7, 7, 10, 2,000. Let's go 17 more nodes. Higher number, more nodes. Nah, it's okay, dude. I appreciate it. But these are more solo streams, but I appreciate it. It's just meant to be a relaxing couple hour stream. But thank you. Cat, piss off. Ah, ice. I had a feeling it was ice.
Fracturing mode on. Fighting mode on.
Nope. We will stick with the 800 goal.
Fighting mode off.
titanium.
Fracturing mode on.
Kitty
Mining
needs
mode on.
pets. Yes, cat. Can you see her? Oh, you can see like the top of her head. 600. Oh, there she is. Okay. Cat. Kitty, 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 kitty. Oh. 860 titanium. I'm actually not averse to that. Let's see what this one is. Are you judging me, princess? Oh. Okay, so 800 node right here will be sufficient. Really? Do you have to be that daggone? Minimum power. Good. Cat! Her tail hit the mouse. I love my cats. I love my cats. I love my cats. They fucking hate me. That look she just gave me is pure fuck you energy. I know, princess. Definitely secondary brakes. Yep. I just hate this. Oh, some of them don't. You know, you're being all cuddly now, but in a few days I gotta take you to the vet for some more shots, and you're gonna hate my guts. Yes, you are. And I'm gonna be unhappy that I had to pay an outrageous fee to get you your shots. Can you, like, lay down, please? Thank you. No, you can just see her tail. Ah, claws in the leg. There we go. Oh, 75%? That's at least one SCU. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. looks like all the good ore, or at least the majority of it, is in that one fracture. That's pretty good. Does it require a secondary break? I can't remember. Yeah, it looks like. Okay. Nope, it doesn't require a secondary break, so
Extraction mode.
this is most fortunate. And we're almost full, so let's just head over to a station to get some more ore pads.
Mining mode.
Ore pods. Oh, let's see, which one's closest? That's a mining base. Mining base. Oh, wait. It does have a refinery, so. Alright, crew L1 it is. At least it's not too far. Cat, you are on my headset. Maybe if I give you too much love and affection, you're going to want to leave. Maybe. Cool. I can't hear the purring, but I feel it. Oh yeah, those ear scratches are good, aren't they? Yes, they are. Yes, they are. See, sitting on my lap when I'm flying like this is fine, but when I'm mining, it's kind of annoying. I know you don't care.
Quantum travel complete.
Okay. Let's land, get some more ore pods. Thing is, now I gotta use mouse and keyboard without disrupting a cat. This has become more challenging. Oh, never mind. She's leaving. Okay, she heard that and didn't want to deal with it. Okay. Oh, my ass. Open. Thank you. I hate that the fact that I'm wearing a V-neck shirt, but I had to work on the truck today, so. Oh, thank God. Register to me. And with the whole bricking thing, I really don't want to risk anything crazy with these things, so. If I'm being completely honest, what I should do is I won't buy too many, I'll just buy another 4 for now.
Good idea if I store the cargo pods.
Interesting.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system. Your vehicle has been moved to
I
our
call
storage
my
facility.
RAF? No, craft's medium.
Please visit us
Should have
again.
known.
Ooh, burrito. Let's give me a burrito. That's the one thing I do miss about, you know, eating with this diet that I'm on. Don't get to eat burritos as much as I used to. I say that knowing full well I could go out and eat a burrito on my cheat days, but I just don't. Today was a pizza. I'm sorry, pizza. So I do think burritos are better than pizza. Didn't always think that, but I think nowadays I do. Oop, alright. That was what? Plus the first hour.
We get a fire marshal down to decal.
Okay. I should be able to tell which cargo pods are empty. I should. Argo? Oh, I could take the Argo. Might as well. Carry more. I'm actually looking forward to this weekend when I'm not drinking alcohol. I'm drinking my non-alcoholic cocktails. Mocktails, I guess they're called. Because I got all the accoutrements to properly start making them. Like a mixing glass and a proper stirring. Like, yeah, looking forward to it. And all this just because I need to limit how much I drink. Joys of getting old. Don't do it, kids. Don't get old. Alright, so keeping my pods here.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
Claim. I don't mind.
Your vehicle has been moved to our storage facility.
That's fine for now.
Please visit us again.
Because I'm not. I seriously doubt I'm gonna fill up these 4 harbor pods. I only got like an hour or so left in the stream before I have to call it a night. So again, the joys of being old and having to wake up at 3:50 in the morning. Yep, they don't have the marker, so it'll be easy for me to identify. Why do I have that song stuck in my head? Turn right. So weird. Yoink, 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 yoink. Did they make it so you can't put Argo or pods on prospectors anymore? I did not know that. Well, that's depressing. Okay. Great. When did that happen? Okay. Guess I gotta go back. Yay! You know, it's one of those things you had to. I did have a bit of a feeling like, oh, I should just get the misc once. To hell with it. Nope. Tried to be greedy, and now that's what you get. You get wasted time. Is a lesson learned. I don't do mining often, so. Last time I did mining really was last patch, sort of. And I was using that. I was using a mole. So. So far, I mean. To be honest, the rocks I've come across, almost all of them I could break. I just didn't have. They just didn't have the quality ore I wanted.
Report to the manager's office if you think it's yours.
Why am I going that direction? Oh my gosh, I'm so turned around. I do hope that the Galaxy, if it comes out this year, we'll see. Miss. If it does come out this year, I hope two things. It would be nice if the refinery was on it, but in all honesty, with the way SIG has been rolling out new ships and stuff, I would be okay if they delayed the refinery on it and they just took out the ship. What I would really want is for it to have, because it has a little hangar in it. Something's not right. Why are you not letting me? Those are MISC pods, so like. Let's see. It has like a little hangar bay, so I would love for it to just be able to have it where I could park this ship in the hangar, and then have it where the I can come out and then just use the storage. Maybe it's because this. If this is the reason, I'm going to be annoyed. Let's find out. 'Cause I bet you those arthropods would have worked. But $10 says those arthropods would have worked. That's all right. We have them for next time. Have them for next time. Silliness, this game. But yeah, having it where I could load up this ship, because right now the only ship I can do that with, sort of right now, is a Polaris, which you can't buy in game, or the. Can you fit the ship inside the? What is it? The Anvil Carrack. Can you fit this in the Carrack? I don't know if you can. Nope, no. Golem you can, but I don't want the Golem. Smell the aroma, the flavor. Still, I don't know how I feel about that flavor. Might have to knock it down. It has like a bit of a bitter taste to it. I don't know why. The other one I had didn't have that. Oh, might as well refuel. Here. Why do I have that song stuck in my head? What the hell? Anyway. Alright. not gonna lie, I really cannot wait to save up enough money to fix the basement and to move all my gaming stuff back downstairs where it used to be. Oh, this heat, I swear. I mean, the basement's fixed. Like, I don't have to worry about flooding anymore, but it's still completely trashed. So, and fixing a foundation in an HVAC, that's a bit of money there, son. That's a bit of money. Alright. Is there iron on yellow? I wonder. I don't think there is. No. What is on yellow? Yellow is silicon quartz, terranite, quantanium, grecium. And the hand minables, of course. So, what we'll do is we'll. Where the hell's the ring? There's the ring. We'll go spend the next, 30-ish minutes farting around inside the ring. Miner's Lament. Okay. That is right next to Grimhex, isn't it? No. There are some potentially unsavory people there. But anyways, what I was saying. We go spend about 30 minutes up here, look for more iron, and then we'll go down to yellow and look for some silicon and whatever else we can find, hopefully in the 800 category. Down to my last 2 ounces of whiskey. No. You can figure out how to. Now, there's a lot of stuff I gotta figure out to improve my streams, but between the time, the money, everything else I gotta do in life, I just don't have the time. Don't have the time, or really don't have the energy. Oh, hello, hello. What is that? What is that? What is that? Oh, that's definitely salvage. Okay. Michael. Calm. Okay. Whew. I swear, if I was going to crash into an asteroid, I was just going to be a very sad boy. Titanium. Aim for some 800s. $36. Did I accidentally put a Argo on? But that was 32. I might have done that. Ugh. My brain. No good. Nope. those are at least rocks. More titanium. There's a lot of titanium in this asteroid. Didn't mean to press that button. If only I had a better memory. See if I can get a good peel on the sticker. Oh, 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 very nice. No breakage. Love it. That's what you want. That would go on a rock. Come on. That's 600. Nope, no bueno.
Mining mode off.
Nope. 21.5. That's a lot of rocks. And a 15. Not too thrilled about ice, but let's check it out. Maybe there's some good rocks. I really do hope that in 4.9 that they do keep that whole like scanning from a distance, like where I could scan that.
Mining mode on.
That'd be so nice. I hope it's not like a bug. See, that's the thing. I think mining ships, surveying ships, whatever, they need to make it. They don't need to. I would love it if they simply made it where maybe not a single ship like this, like a single crew ship, but at least in a multi-crew ship, you could have it where you have a radar operator or whatever term you want to give them, they're able to inspect and scan in detail everything around. That way you can just optimize and quickly go through things. Like having it where while I'm scanning these rocks, I have another person doing an overall scanning, and able to identify the rock. What would be great, maybe if you had a higher tier radar or scanner or whatever, you could then determine quality. Nope. Like that would be cool. Or have it where if they ever got freaking, what's it called, not probes, but drones to work, where you could send out the drone and it does that. That would be cool. They can't mine, but they could probably like go to a patch while you are working on a node or whatever, and they stay there and they can scout. Or, in all honesty, if they don't want to make a ship that has that, that's fine. But make it so that the explorer ships, the recon ships, whatever you want to call them, the scout ships, have the ability to go into this mode. They can't obviously mine, but have it where they can get that data. And you would think with an explorer ship like the Zeus EX, the Carrick, heck, even the Anvil Hornet tracker, like have it where those ships can just do this to see the quality. If they just added that feature to it, that'd be great. Like, make it a separate module for the Hornet tracker, like it has to be a mining module or whatever for the scout purposes. And that way, you're doing a mining operation, you want someone to be a scout but also can be a fighter and can protect you. Nope. So, you can have it where, you know, they're scouting, oh shoot, raiders or pirates or players, whatever. They come into the picture and they can turn around and attack. But by having that node, they can't have the top turret. Now, if you pick an explorer ship like not the Phoenix, is it the Phoenix? I think it's the Phoenix. The Constellation series explorer ship, the Zeus, so on and so forth. Like, if they had those where they had that feature, perfect. And then again, if they need to turn around and be combative, they can. Copper, okay. Yes, technically, it would just be better to have this ship or a, what's it called, a golem, because they're fast and they can support mining. But it's more for the roleplay aspect. But also, I mean, if it's an explorer ship, like, what else can it do? Like, I'm still trying to figure out what gameplay loop or feature they're going to incorporate that allows that you can be an explorer in this game. Because the only thing I can think of is exploring for resources. And, like, tagging it or something. Oh, but it's impossible. I'm not even going to risk wasting my time on that. 24K rock? No. Good stuff. Come on, give me something good. I would like a good 800 is quality. Ugh. I am contemplating next week, we'll see how things go, incorporating an additional stream of that's more combative. It'll still probably be around mining so I can get resources, but I know this gameplay isn't all that much fun to some people, so try and do a little bit more combative-esque gameplay. But the problem really is, again, even the game, the FPS is kind of entertaining. The spaceships are not really, and the Xenothreat, that's been mostly boring for me. Damn, still nothing good. This game is definitely more fun if you're running with a crew, but it's also can be a little bit more hectic with a crew.
Mining mode off.
Because, I don't know. That'll be my, that's just gonna always be my issue with playing MMOs is, did I already go to that? Maybe I did. We're not, we'll see. I don't think I hit that one yet.
Fracturing mode
Ow.
on.
But,
Mining mode on.
I mean, that's why I'm kind of distancing myself from my previous org right now is too many people, too much, lots of personality conflicts and issues, like, just stuff I really kind of I'm getting sick of. I'm not leaving them entirely, but I'm just going to kind of distance myself a little bit. It's a bit too much for me. This new org I'm checking out might be better, but I don't know. We'll see. They're nicer. They're very nice people, but nope. I've not encountered. So far, I've been now technically associated with 3 different orgs in this game. And just about every single one of them have been, for the most part, pleasant. I'll say that word, pleasant. They haven't been horrible. Some of them definitely make me like at times, but it hasn't been too bad. There's just, damn. Yeah. They really need to make it so that you can do something about these high quality ores. I know in one of their tech videos or whatever, they said they're not going to do it, but
Mining mode off.
yeah, I already found that stuff. All right, we'll zoom on time. But that's what I'm saying, like a 20% increase, just something like that. Nothing more than that. Maybe, definitely not like a 50%. Like 20% is the absolute max. So the maybe like only. Yeah, 20%. I think maybe a 50%. No, 20. But it's either something that costs a lot of money to buy, or it's an item that is really, really hard, like harder than even the Ace Combat helmets and these pristine metals and stuff for the Wicklow stuff. Nope. That's salvage. I do want to do some salvage gameplay again. I like salvage gameplay. I know it's not very entertaining, but neither is this really, but salvage gameplay is just relaxing. Oh, there it is. No, but that might be iron. Or maybe not. That's salvage. That might be more aura type. That's salvage. I see the 11, but I don't see the mark for it, so. I think after this node, we'll go down to Yella and start looking on the planet surface. Yeah. I don't know what quartz is used for. Let's look at the fabricator. Here, all. Make sure I don't crash into anything. That would be funny. What takes quartz? A couple laser weapons, so. And some. Looks like some. The hell are those? Radars. Craftable radars take quartz. Okay. Batteries for weapons. It's mostly battery for weapons. So. That's acceptable, I guess. But radars, which, do I even have any radars? I don't have any radar blueprints. Yep, I had a feeling it was aura type. And it's probably going to be booty again. Woohoo! That's what drunk drive flying does.
Fracturing mode on.
I knew it was gonna be booty.
Mining mode off.
11. There are some. That's all salvage. Let's check out this and then we'll go down. 11585. That's not. That might be titanium again. The main reason I want some silicon, one is I believe the John Wick suits. I forgot what they're actually called, but the suits for 4.9. Yeah. I think they take silicon, but also the flight suits take silicon. And I would like to make some higher quality flight suits, even though it really doesn't do anything. Just temperature control, but it would just be nice to have them. Let's see, any good titanium here?
Mining mode on.
Feelings. Bastard. Okay. Is that just 100% inert material? Oh, I've already been to this one. That's stupid. Okay. Alright, let's get going.
Mining mode off. Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel
Let's just pick a
complete.
place. Sure. Let's pick it on the bright side. Does this have? It does. Okay, we can do dark side. I don't mind the dark side. bam, bam.
Quantum travel engaged.
Hot. Don't catch your beard on fire, because that would be embarrassing and painful,
Quantum travel.
but mostly embarrassing.
Quantum travel complete. Quantum travel complete.
Ooh. That is Barak. I do like those night vision. I know it's like the whole screen, which I don't know. Some people might like it, but some people might not. Oh, it is very bright. Terranite. What do we need Terranite for? I know I need it for something. I need it for a couple weapons and some armor sets, so let's look at the Terranite. Let's see what we got here.
Fracturing mode on. Mining mode on.
Impossible. And also, good quality. Dope.
Mining mode off.
Yeah, for right. Quartz. Quartz. Granted, the only real radars that I would probably put in most of my ships are going to be competition, just because they're just better.
Fracturing mode on.
Oh, doesn't hurt to look.
Mining mode on.
That's a big rock. I know I can't pick that bad boy. Oh, it has hephaestonite in it too? I forgot about that. And silicon. Five. For the silicon, I'm willing to take a 600. Nope. Done. It's one of those things where, like, if I don't check it, I'm gonna like think about, oh, I should have checked because that could have been a 900 quartz or whatever. And I then think about why I waste my time doing that.
Mining mode off.
Greasy. I don't even know what a greasy was good for. Let's look. Armor. Mostly light armor from the looks of it. Mostly combat armor. And some coolers. And some quantum drives. And some radars. And some those batteries? Refueling stuff. So Agresium's used for quite a few things. So let's check it out. Part of me knows I should go to Pyro, but I just hate flying around Pyro. Maybe once I get a mole, then I'll go to Pyro. It had to be an impossible rock. 27? Yeah. Maybe if I had surges, but thing is, I don't. A little bit too much thrust there, baby. So the good thing, in all honesty, since I don't go and do like the different hangars and whatnot, technically getting a 500 for some things isn't really that bad. It's not, top tier stuff, but it's not bad. It's 15% decrease in 6. Everything's over 500 minus that. Do I want to do that? I'm not going to bother. Let's settle for, it has to at least break 700. 600's just not.
Mining mode off.
Back around. I'm not doing hand mining. And this whole run has been the second run has been kind of a bust. Right. I had a feeling that was the case. Oh, that's a little bit more broken up. Let's see. Silicon, baby. Let's see if there's anything good. And honestly, again, 500 silicon, anything above 500 would be fine. Because silicon is really, let's see, let me double check. Yeah, silicon's typically only, oh, it's actually used for some power plants. Okay. And radars. And armor. Typically, again, the racing suits and flights. So, okay. Alright, so let's see. Ugh. Maybe we'll be lucky. But I doubt it. You know what? I'm actually, that takes no work. Okay, Silicon, you got a 692 Hefest Knight. Hefest Knight is necessary. So, and I don't have to crack it, so I'm okay with that. I will take a little itty bitty of that. Oh, server error. Fantastic! I haven't had one of these in a minute, so I guess it's, I was due. I was due for one. Well, the hell. Enjoy a cigar, I guess. Let's see what time it is. It's almost 8. Not too far from 8. I do feel like on Sundays I am going to have to stream a little bit earlier because if I have to wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning, yeah. Not a complaint necessarily. I'm choosing to wake up that early. But if I'm going to do that, I need to do the responsible thing. Because I still have to, right after the stream, I gotta freaking brush my teeth, do my laundry. That's about it. And then I typically watch like an anime. I won't be drinking anymore because I'm trying to keep to no more than 4 ounces in a day. But still, like, kind of relax, wind down, process things, read. I'm going to start reading a book that my pastor gave me because they've been not pushing, but they've been, all right, for lack of a better word, pushing the idea of deacons in the church. And I'll read up on it just so I can be more familiar with the roles and responsibilities of a deacon, but I don't think I could be a deacon. It's kind of like playing with, it's kind of like my sentiments towards playing with orgs and other people, it's like once you start incorporating more people into your life, then you have more responsibilities, you have more social obligations, and it's just, I don't know, it's just a bit too much. Like, heck, just doing a live stream right now is a lot for me socially to do. But I need to like get out of my comfort zone, so this is kind of what I'm trying to do. Kitty, you good? So, yes, I know, but we have a server error. But at least read up on it. I mean, I'm not going to volunteer to be a deacon, but if they say, hey, you should be a deacon, fine, sure. But that's only if the good Lord calls me to do it. Because right now, I mean, when it comes down to community, with the people in my church, tithing, giving money to support others that might be struggling, no problem, whatever. If they had a camping trip, you know, going out teaching like the youngins how to properly camp, start fires, be respectful of nature, so on and so forth, all down for, you know. God gave us the gift of nature. You know, we're custodians of it, which we've done a pretty crappy job of, but, you know. Come on. Alright, come on. Just hop up here. Come on. Come on. You are just a pain in my ass, cat. I swear. Come on. Ugh. Anyways. Like, that, maybe if they had a group of gamers in the church, maybe I'd be willing to do that. Like, a D&D session once a month. Maybe. A Christian D&D session. But, I don't know. Other than that, I just don't know. But I'll read up on it. You know, I will at least be able to say I'm not ignorant on the topic. Come on. There we go. Oh, right, now it's working.
Mining mode off. Mining mode on. Extraction mode on.
I'm not gaining anymore. So, yeah, that one is likely done. I probably should have muted the game while I was dealing with that, but eh. 5. Another 6. I'll take it. And because we had the bug,
Extraction mode on. Mining mode off. Mining mode on. Fracturing mode
no.
on. Extraction mode on.
I don't even have enough to fucking qualify for shit. Maybe if I go over here. Let's see.
Fracturing mode on.
That damn server may have boned me on this. Let's see. Yeah. Alright. That server may have boned me a little bit. I was let's go to a different area, or... Let's see if we can do something without having to actually, like, leave the planet. Or leave the game, because if I have to leave the game, I'm just gonna call it.
I'm not gonna come back for this crap. Alright, let's try it one more time.
Let's see. Let's see what that server error did. I've not had a server error in a minute, actually. I don't think I've had a server error at all this entire patch. Last patch? Yes. But this patch? No. So, let us see. Damn, there's some good ore in that. There's some good silicon in that, too. That's kind of annoying. Oh. There. Ooh. What is over here? Lots of stuff. Let's see if now if my lasers don't work on this, we're gonna call it. We're gonna go to Crew L1, drop off everything, head to Levski. We got some quartz and some greaser. Wow, we got some stuff. Let's see. Stop moving, game. There we go. I know a lot of people like to play in coupled or decoupled mode, but for this kind of stuff, I play in coupled. Oh, and this is where I get the temptation to have more whiskey. But no. 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 I do want to test to see if the damn thing's working now. Oh, $8.99. Oh, baby. Okay, this I am. It's working. An $8.99 quartz? I will take that. Come on. Nope. But that's a good thing, because that means there might be a deposit that is easier to just, that has more of the higher quality. Come on. I would love to find one of these that has a high level FS tonight. That would be nice. Okay, just make sure there wasn't a ship above me or something. That just straight up nothing but inert material? Okay. There we go. Majority of it is that. It's not a lot. That's okay. That is okay with me. Really? Well, that's a little bit depressing, but it's okay. Okay. Camera the Acrisium over there. Let's see, what are these bad boys at?
Fracturing mode on.
No. 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 I don't even have an SCU of cargo in me yet. That titanium is a little bit tempting. Wait, is that just a grabber too? It is just a grabber. To hell with it, we'll take it.
Extraction mode.
If I don't have to do any work for it, I don't mind it. I'm not going to be filling up these bags. I know that for a fact.
Fracturing mode on.
5, 6, well, can't, but wouldn't want to. I mean, those are some big ass rocks. I need a mole for those. I need a crude mole for those. Now, granted, 4.9. Nah. 4.9, they are doing a buff. And I think like almost all lasers are getting like a 20% buff in power. Oh. So, that might be good. Because like this cracking with this ship is definitely not going to happen, but cracking it with a mole would even be a challenge.
Mining mode off.
Nodes over here. Let's go over here. So I get about maybe this one, maybe one more, and then we'll call it. More quartz. I'm not averse to quartz. And more greasy. Okay, they're like paired up together all the time.
Fracturing mode on. Mining mode on.
But yeah, after these two spots, we'll head out. Nah. $7.10 is not something to shake a stick at. Another 7.10.
Hydrogen fuel at 75%.
Wow, I don't think I've ever had that happen. Alright, so we'll go check the Agricium. If there's nothing good in there, whatever, we'll come back to these quartz and we'll crack those 700s. Not gonna mess with that one. The 700 is not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. Well, that's impossible, so I'm not going to worry about it. Like, they really need to make it so, like, at least these big ones are worth it. They're not. Maybe if you want money, but if you want money from mining, you might as well just go straight for Quantanium. Oh, wait. Nah, 600. We're not gonna work with that. 700 is definitely the bare minimum. Like, 800 is preferred. 800 above is preferred, obviously. 700 I think is acceptable, especially like for like the silicon and whatnot, because it depends on what you're crafting. Nope. Okay. Like the higher quality, like the silicon for like the flight suits or whatever, since it's all it does is temperature control. Really, that's fine. But if it's for like an arm or something, yeah, that's a pretty good size rock too. Because like, see with this, let's see, quartz 700 is acceptable. The silicon over 500, again, the flight suit will be at the standard pretty much, which is fine. Let's see if we get a better. Like, the only quartz in here that sucks is the 300, because that's always gonna put it in a negative, you know. It's a little blind. That's kind of annoying. At least we'll have plenty of resources. Pretty much anything that has a 700 quality in it, I'm taking. Which is all of this. Okay. And I need to lower the power of the laser, or I'm going to kill myself. That's a little finicky. Gotta be careful. Yep. Just feather it. Feather it. That's too much feathering. Too much feathering. Too much feathering. That could have been bad. Alright. Wait. Okay, you can't hear it. Okay. I'll take that. Take that. 100%. Not bad. See, this is where, like, a mixed drink or cocktail of some kind would be better, because that's fine. Fluid-wise, like, volume, there's more. So, like, doing, like, a highball or something would be nice. Should do a highball next time. But at the same time, it's just nice to have, like, just a straight pour of liquor. That's an acceptable break. Let's look at these ones. I'm gonna have to fracture these things again. Don't care. If I have to get the FS tonight, I'm okay with that, but I don't need the FS tonight. Not a 500 FS. that's just straight up pure inert material. Okay, I don't mind that. This chair is just not suitable for long-term gaming. My butt hurts so much. Oh. I mean, the silicone kind of. But if, no, not if I have to fracture it. No. It's just not worth it. Last one of this break. And I think there was one more rock that had like a 700 something quartz. I think. And that wind or whatever. I feel like I'm in my car down the freeway or something. Oh, that's just nothing but junk. Okay. Did I have it? No. I could have sworn there was one more good quartz rock. That's the one. Oh, it's a medium. Okay. Alright, this will be the last rock. Let's see what we can get out of this bad boy. I do have to be careful with that optimal window, though. Instability's not too bad. More. Start dropping it. Start dropping it. Okay, drop it more. Drop it more. Drop it more. Very good. Alright. And this is why I love on my sticks how I have the little dial. Because it makes it controlling the power so much better than doing... I know I could use my thumb, but I like the dial more. Oh, it's a bright light. 572, nothing else. How does this light look? That was just a little bit better. Still bright as fuck. Oh, that might mean we have a rock the majority, which would be nice. Oh, we got it right there. Most of the quartz right there. Lower that power. Lower that power. Very good. Okay, set that optimal window. Ooh. Gentle on the feathering. Yep, and this can happen. So okay. Oh, 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 oh. Knew that was gonna happen. Just trying to avoid getting damaged, but it's okay. And since this was mostly all the good stuff, I'm gonna risk it with the inert materials. I really don't care. It takes just so damn long for the scans of these things to happen. Okay. Let's see. Nope. 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 After this, then I'll head back to Crew L1, load up the raft, and get going. Nope. Nope. Alright. We're out of here. It is getting to that hour, and I still gotta get to Levski. L1. Good. Really? Okay, game. I really wish they could. I mean, there's so many things in this game that they need to fix. And I try not to be too critical because this is a very intense project, but I don't know, some things I just wish they would just focus on more. Oh. Alright, and because I am 99.9% positive 4.9 pardon me, is coming out this week, I'm going to dismantle the Prospector at Amphibious Dream, just take off the components so that, better chances of them being retained when the patch happens. And then I'll fly to Levski. And we're going to do a little bit of an experiment since something happened last time. I'm pressing the wrong button. There we go. Alright, pressing locked. Oh no, it's doing it. Okay. It's okay. That's the easy fix.
To the ASOP vehicle retrieval system. Your vehicle has been moved to our stockhouse visitors again. Goodbye.
That's just mildly annoying. It was making it so that the tractor beam just doesn't want to work. We'll try it one more time. Give it a minute. 3, 2, 1. It's an annoyance, but it's okay. The Zippo case, it's not very firm, but it's okay. Okay. Let's do the little fix. Boom, boom, boom. Do chat, because I don't care about chat. Oh, didn't realize my buddy was streaming. Let's turn on her stuff. Oh, she has 12 viewers. Very nice. let's just call up the raft because I know I'm going to need to
Welcome
anyways.
to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system. Vehicle selected. Stand by. Your vehicle has been. Please visit us again.
Because what we shall do. Come on, game. Store the raft away for now.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system. Your vehicle has been moved to our store. Please visit us again.
While that's doing its thing. Oh, since we're doing that, pull the ships. Prospector. Save those.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system. Your vehicle, please visit us again.
Good. Orton. Up. There, it does work now. Can't take them, so I gotta unlock the points. I do wish you could just undo the warp pods, but whatever. Whatever, game. I do swear, like, some of the developers I feel like don't actually play this game. Like, would it be so hard? Alright. What I'm going to say is going to be a little bit crazy.
Systems on.
Why not hire minimum wage? Like, minimum wage testers that actually play the game. Like, in the game. Like, they have to log X amount of hours or whatever a day. Or maybe it could be, instead of because yeah, I have to assume that they're at least reading the comments, like something as simple as like, alright, sorry, I'm letting my frustration muddle my brain. But you would think, like, quality of life features, like the people that are building the game, the developers, the whomever, like, oh, this would make it realistic, but oh, you bastard. They're all saying empty. You better not all be empty. You better not all be empty. If that's all empty from the patch, I'm going from that server. I'm going to be pissed. Don't do this to me, game. They're showing all empty. Do one more server swap just to make sure, but there's a good chance I just wasted that entire like hour. I'm not mad. I'm definitely not mad. I'm not irate. I'm not annoyed that I wasted time. And you can't complain in this game because it's alpha. This game is like infuriating in so many levels, but there's a I feel woosah. Woosah. I feel that if the developers like probably played the game, understood certain things, made changes to make it so it's not easy. Like I understand this is a sim game. We don't need people to be. I'm against the idea of quick fast traveling to a party. Like I'm okay with fast traveling like to stations. Like if there's a transit station, I'm okay with that. But like there should be a level of realism, but also not because it's even though it's a simulation, it's also freaking fantasy. Like it's science fiction. But things like that, like the game needs to be moderately stable. Like, yeah, I lost them. I lost all of them. I'm still gonna take my raft to go take that stuff to get. I haven't died. See, like that right there. That's saying I died. I haven't died in this game since yesterday. I don't know. And then you're gonna turn around and say like, well, if you hate the game times that cost, why do you play it? Because I'm a moron. Because I hate myself. No. I don't know. It's one of those things. It's like a beautiful tragedy, a beautiful messed up game. Interesting setup, guy. I don't know. I will say playing it with people is more fun than playing it solo, but oh, that's just mildly annoying.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
What I'll do is, just as a shits for giggles, I'm going to take all of my cargo pods, just as an in case, because maybe it's a glitch of some sort. I don't know. Wait. Now it's only showing I have 8 pods. Oh, no, wait. No, they're there. At cost, don't let the anger control you. That is the way of the dark side. I don't know. It's easy for me as just a player. It's very easy for me to kind of complain and gripe over how I think the game should be done. But I don't know all the complexities of the game. I don't know the politics of the office that they're working in. Because we all like to think that everyone in the gaming industry only cares about, the player experience, but that's definitely not the case. If you are living under a rock, you might believe that, but that's so annoying. So annoying. But to be expected in the game like this. But it's easy for us to complain But again, it's an alpha game. Like I do feel like they hide behind that a lot. I will say that. I feel like CIG hides behind the fact that it's an alpha game because they sell ships like the Ironclad. That was an atrocious launch of a ship in this game. And there's ships that have been for sale for years that aren't even done. Like, I mean, it's one thing to launch a ship that is kind of like busted, you know? That's bad. But it is okay because again, alpha, you gotta test it, blah blah blah. But it's like they launch ships with features that it doesn't seem like they are even planning on testing, like the drones. They have several ships that have drone features. Nothing. Absolutely no word on whenever that's going to be developed, which, again, thinking like someone that doesn't develop games, seems like it shouldn't be that hard to do, but I digress. But the crafting bench in the Clipper, I believe there's supposed to be one in the Carrack, maybe. Those do not work. And we have zero idea as to when they're going to work. So why put them in that ship? Why create a ship that has, like, I mean, the Carrack's even worse because, there's no modularity, even though there's supposed to be modularity. There's no drones, even though it's built to have drones. There's no unique explorer missions or functionality or any unique reason why. So the Carrack is a waste of money to buy in the game. Like, the only ships that they really have been building that work fine is ships like this. Cargo. Or the basic fighters. And even those, you know, like, not always. Who's that? I'm curious. Oh, it's another raft. Interesting. Let's go to next. But, like, why? I can understand, like, putting out a ship like that, the Clipper, the Carrack, and it has that feature, but it's broken. Because you still need to test it, work around it. Well, I understand, but, like, there's no word on when that's going to be implemented at all. So, why create a ship? Because the thing is, the Carrack is so old. Now, the Clipper, you can argue it's relatively recent. It might be able to have the feature of crafting on it. Clipper, the Carrack is so old, it's going to probably need work. I know there's no argument. The Reclaimer, that's going to require an entire rework to be functional. Because it's supposed to be, I think it's supposed to be a refining ability. It's supposed to have drones. The cargo grid is just beyond messed up. So it's like, it's going to need a rework. If not, they're just going to make a Mark II and charge $400, $500 for that. That's like, what? Like, if they did create a Mark II Reclaimer, they would either have to, like, take back features, like no drone, no refining, and it's just a massive salvage ship. I mean, I wouldn't hate that, but it wouldn't be worth the $400+ that they charge on this game. And I don't know if it'd be worth the 40 million credits in the game. I don't know. CIG needs to, I don't know. I will say this, some of their developers need to actually like play the game, and I don't mean just for work. Like they need to actually play it recreationally with an org, something, create a ghost account just to see the general player experience. And they need to be engaged in everything from the combat, the mining, the salvaging, the crafting, the medical, like all these things. Sorry, I'm so tired. They need to be engaged in because it is broken at times. Most of the people, I can't even consider myself a senior player because I've only been playing for a couple of years. But some of these people have been playing for a long time and they just get used to it. I feel like CIG's Star Citizen is like a prime example of a gaming company abusing players. It's like that toxic relationship where we'll abuse you, but just as you get fed up with the game, we'll do something really nice to you and bring you back in, and then abuse you again, then bring you back in, then abuse you again. Like, that's what I feel like CIG is. But I haven't played all the different space sim games, but I played No Man's Sky, and No Man's Sky just didn't mesh with me too much compared to this game. This game, it just does. I don't know why. I feel like a bit of a hypocrite to complain about it, but I still play it. Hypocrite or stupid, one of those two things. One of those two. Definitely some water. Okay. Where is the thing? Oh, there. Oh, gosh, I'm so stupid. It's right there. I'm not gonna lie, I do like the raft. Of cargo ships, it's probably my favorite. And clearly we've encountered a little bit of a bug because it's saying I have 100% quantum fuel still. Let's see if I can go to Lesky. Because the plan will be set up the pods to refine, get what I can, as frustrating as it is. Because that's just frustrating. Like, imagine. Luckily, I didn't find anything too fantastic. But imagine if I had. Imagine if I had found a 1,000 quality anything. I'd be all excited, blah, blah, blah. And if something like that bug, where the server error, or if that had happened where I just lost everything, but I would. It would be rough. It's okay to have server error, but then it's like when you lose all your progress, and mining takes, as we can tell, this has been almost 3 hours. Like, people don't have, and I'm saying this knowing full well there's an argument against it, but people don't have typically 3 hours, 4 hours every day to spend in the game to have everything lost. Like, or to have, you know, an hour or two of the gameplay lost because of a server. If the server error happens and you get paused or whatever and you come back and it works, that's fine. That's an annoyance, but that's something that can be tolerated. But I just lost any of the good, decent material that I found. So, now I know next time, maybe in 4.9 it'll be fixed. I don't know. I do not know. .8 has been a atrocious patch. They did improve it. It is more stable than when it came out, but I mean it's still bad. And yes, the number one argument is, well, if it's so bad, I should have just taken a break. Yeah, but no. There's just no online games that I've played that I enjoyed besides this game. Escape from Tarkov, I just got burnt out on that so quickly. I just do not care for it. I don't mind playing it when my boys are playing it, but one, they're not playing it right now, really, so I have zero desire to play PvE or definitely PvP, but PvE definitely don't even care for that. But there's no other like online games that I like. I think the only other online game that I kind of liked, was Final Fantasy 14. But the whole macros stuff, like that I don't care for. So that's why I kind of gave that up. I might have to tweak my setup a little bit. Oh, my goal is playing Pal World. Yeah. Misconfigured. Yeah, whatever.
Quantum fuel, 75%.
It doesn't matter. What matters is we try to enjoy a little bit of our life in the short time that we have. Things I'm happy for is, yes, as annoying as this game is at times, it's still mostly fun. I am finding some good people to play with. I joined a new org. We're going to see how they work out for me. Got a job. Got good church, got good family. So, a 1 to 2 hour frustration isn't that big of a deal. Right, it is a bit of a deal, but it's not that bad.
Shields on.
Got careful with my approach. Last time I approached to Levski, something happened where I didn't see a asteroid or whatever, but then it was right there in my face and I died. So gotta be careful.
Contact.
Oh, we got some bad people out here. That might just be the bug. Because there was a bug, I was told, where enemy ships just spawn in the distance for whatever reason. So.
Landing gear up.
That was a little bit too hot there, but and the other thing is, I bet you $10 that this ship's gonna disappear.
Engines off.
Oh, I thought I had my doors on, or my landing gear down. That would definitely be a reason why it was acting weird. There we go.
Landing complete.
I thought I had my landing gear down. Ugh, horrible pilot. Okay. $10 as soon as I head towards this elevator to open it up, that ship's gonna be gone. Not gone yet. I have no idea what that ship is in the distance. And now it's gone. Let's just see if we can do refining from the mole. Should be able to. I like this game. It's a good game. It's not a good game. Whatever. Does anyone else do that where they just scroll down even though it's right freaking there? I do it every time. So stupid. Alright, let's see. Can I do what I want to do with this game? Wow. What happened to you, buddy?
clear of disembarking passengers.
I really don't want to unload the raft.
Safety
Bullshit.
notice. Please follow designated routes and refrain from approaching the tanks.
Things just getting harder and harder around here.
I have to go pull it off the raft. My gut said I should. Tom, your thoughts, mine. We will finish this bitch, and then I'm going to go to bed. Yeah, it's almost that time.
Capsule now approaching station. Stand clear of disembarking passengers. The capsule now approaching station momentarily. Stand clear of disembarking passengers.
I swear this game.
Weld a pipe back together, and I'll tell you, if this is the best the next generation has to offer, we are screwed. Useless. Absolutely useless. These kids couldn't tell us multi-tool from a multi-wrench.
Sorry, I was just looking at Discord chat. Alright. I want to experiment with something. So this is why I'm doing it, so. Oh, 3 hours stream. Yay, I beat my record. Not really, but I think the longest stream I ever did was 6 hours. I was playing Tarkov with the boys. Yeah.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system. Your vehicle has visitors.
I'm still trying to figure out where this pulverizer ammo came from. I have no idea. Interesting. I also hate the fact that these shippings are so huge. And it takes forever to get to your ship. When it's still shipping. I don't know. I understand the reason why they need to be big, because if you're going to create a persistent hangar or whatever. But, one, I tried decorating my hangar once. I'll never do that again because, one, you have to do it every patch. And doing it once every 1-2 months is just annoying. two, last time I did decorate my hangar, like, and when I say decorate, I mean all I really did was put storage containers out. This is before the current change to the inventory, but and what happened was, for some reason, my home station, I could not, for a good minute, could not access my home hangar at all. So, yeah, after that, I'm like, I'm not going to decorate. What I would like to see happen, especially if you're going to get an extra large hangar like this, even though these are empty just as an in case, I would like to see one of all these little alcoves and everything that they have in this hangar. Let's use them. Like, yes, the medical thing, technically, if you have a down person, you can put them in that and whatnot, but there's no medical missions, so no point. But they have all these other alcoves. Like, make it so that you can, in these alcoves or whatever, call up small ships. If you're in a large hangar, you can call up like snub fighters or whatever, kind of like, you know, to put inside a ship like the TAC or the whatever the new snub carrier. Like, the only thing you can call up on those things is light fighters, snub ships, ground things. But then in extra large hangars like this, where I could probably call up a Polaris or a Carrack, something that can really take, like, have it where you can spawn maybe medium ships. Maybe. Probably still be small. But my main thing is make it so that I can finally have, like, a room where I can actually decorate. And make an alcove like an arms room or something. I don't know. They have it in ships. But the problem is, ships blow up. And you lose everything. Like, I've been kind of decorating my TAC with, you know, like, certain weapons and whatever, just to give it a little bit more of a lived-in feel. But again, the moment that thing blows up, you lose all of them. And these aren't craft weapons. I would never store a craft weapon on a ship. No. I'll store, like, found weapons. Again, just to create that sense of, like, you know, it's a lived-in ship or whatever. But, no. Because it's not, it's an issue of, until you can insure the weapons on the ship, and all the things that you put on it, yeah, there's no point. I mean, it's bad enough that as it is.
To the ASOC vehicle retrieval system. Your vehicle has been moved to hostile.
I mean, I'm hoping, especially with the Starware and some of these other things, that at some point we will be getting it where you can do the loadouts for your gear. But again, and this is a challenge for a game like this, and I don't know the answer to fix it. Say they make it so that you can store your armor, your weapons, and everything on the ship, and you can do the hot swaps and stuff. One, will they make it so that it's part of the loadout? To include, if it's customized gear, like, will it retain your stats? So if you somehow can build 1,000 quality weapon and armor and all that stuff, like, will it maintain that? That's one. But then here's the other issue. If they're going to keep on making it so that everything gets bricked and whatnot, are you a player? No. If they're going to make it so that everything gets bricked and you can't loot bodies, like, then the whole concept of PvP, there's no reward outside of just like, yeah, you get gloating rights, but there's no I would be okay with losing gear, especially crafted gear, if finding the resources for that gear to craft wasn't a huge pain in the ass.
Safety notice.
Like, I don't know.
Please follow designated routes and refrain from approaching the tanks.
Alright, let's test this out. Let us wrap up this day. Okay, we have that. Alright. Quality. That's all I care about. We're not going to worry about anything other than the good stuff. Well, when I say good stuff, anything over 500. And yeah, I know I'm looking really, really close, but that's because I can't see shit. Alright. I might want to pick Climax versus 15 minutes. Okay. Alright, so that's all the acceptable
Safety
stuff.
notice. Please follow designated routes and
Let's
refrain from
clear out
approaching
those
the
ore
tanks.
pods. I can. See? Good, good, good. So I sold some stuff. And I should be crafting some stuff. And let's check to make sure those pods don't have anything still in them.
Safety notice. Please follow designated routes and refrain from approaching the tanks.
Where are my pods? That's most definitely not what I wanted. Alright, they are all in. Alright, good, 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 good. And did I make money? It was only 94,000, but I made some money. Alright. Alright, everyone. I apologize for some of my ranting and whatnot, but I do appreciate you being here. I believe the patch should be dropping this week, so we'll see. My goal, at a minimum, is to resume mining or salvaging or whatever next Sunday. If the patch does drop and it's reasonably stable, like there's no significant issues, I might try and do a stream on Thursday to do more FPS shooting and hand mining at some of the station sites in Nyx for some Satyrics. But we'll see how that goes. That depends on stability of 4.9. But definitely Sunday, again, providing 4.9 works. But other than that, everyone, thank you for being here. I hope your next week is pleasant. I hope, any challenges you're going through, that you can overcome them. Please know that all of you are in my prayers. May God bless you. Have a good night. Have a good week. Peace out.